student in year 4? In the grade 4, how many students are there in total? Hello? Is the slide already visible or it is not visible? Visible, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So can you help me to find the total student in year 4? In total, how many? For 300, yeah. Okay. For the year 7, how many students are there in total?
300.
300 also. For the year 10, how many students are there in the grade 10?
300.
300. Okay. So in total, there will be how many students for year 4, year 7, and also year 10? In total, there will be 900 students. Can you help me to find the total students who can swim? How many are they in total?
777.
777, like this. And then how many students are there who cannot swim?
123.
123.
123. Okay, after we find the total, now we have to find the answer for this question. Find the probability that the student can swim. So what is the probability of the student that can swim?
777.
777 by 900. Okay, can we simplify this? No, yeah. We cannot simplify. Okay. For the question B, the student that cannot swim. What is the probability of the student that cannot swim?
123 per 900.
Okay, 123 by 900. Can we simplify this?
Yes.
Yeah, become how many?
41 per. Yeah, something.
41 per how many?
300.
300. Okay, thank you. For the question C, the student from year 7. What is the probability?
300 per 900.
1 by 3.
300 out of 900. When we simplify, it will be 1 out of 3. Okay. For the question D, the student that is from year 7 and cannot swim.
31.
31 out of
300
Are you sure?
Eh.
or
Yeah.
900.
900 by 900 because it's only say the student is from year 7 and cannot swim, not like given the students is from the year 7. If it is say if the question said given the student is from year 7, so it will be out of 300. Because there is no given the student is from year 7, it will be out of the total number of students, 31 out of 900. Thank you. I keep reading the chat box, so thank you for those who already try to answer through the chat box and also try already unmuting yourself. Really appreciate. For the question E, the student is from year 7 or cannot swim. So how many are they in total?
300.
Are you sure? From year 7 or cannot swim. So you have to make a list.
92.
300 how many?
92.
Okay, correct. So this is year 7. This is cannot swim, cannot swim, cannot swim. So we have to plus all of them. 269 plus 31 plus 85 plus 7. It will be 392. Out of how many? 392 out of how many? 900. Thank you so much. Can we simplify this?
No.
98 per 225.
How many? 98 by 2 to 5.
5.
225, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe I go too fast? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if you are not getting confused, I will continue to the question F. The student cannot swim given that the student is from year 7 or year 10. What is the probability? Cannot swim given that the student is from year 7 or year 10.
38 out of
38
900.
out of how many? That is correct, 38. It says given that the student is from year 7 or year 10. So we only focus on the year 7 or the year 10. For the year 7 there are 300 students. From the year 10 there are 300 students. So it means in total will be 600. So when we plus 31 and 7, it will be 38 out of 600, not 900, because it says given the student is from year 7 or year 10. So we only focus on the year 7 and year 10. The year 4 we can ignore. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast or something? Is there anyone who get confused? For sure, no question? Okay. If you are not getting confused, let us continue to the question G. The student is from year 4, given that the student cannot swim. So what is the probability?
85. 300.
How many?
85.
85 out of how many?
300.
85 out of?
Uh,
120.
Yeah, given that the student cannot swim. So this is will be the total student that will be focused. That cannot swim in total 123. So the answer it will be 85 out of 123. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe I talk too fast?
No, teacher.
For sure, no confusion. Okay, if you have no confusion, let us continue to find the probability using the Venn diagram. Okay, wait. Yeah. It is on your textbook, page 400, how many? 488 or 489. Wait, let me open the textbook. You can prepare your textbook also. Yeah, it is from your textbook, page 480, sorry. From your textbook, page 480. You can check it on your textbook. Oh, you haven't have the textbook yet? Okay. Maybe you can contact the school to get the textbook, or maybe you can try to search it in Google. I think there is a PDF form that is available in a Google. Maybe you can search it. Okay, but I show the slide from your textbook. You can later I will share the slide through the Google Classroom. So make sure you join the Google Classroom. Did you join the Google Classroom already, Jeremy? Yeah. Oh, if you already joined, later I will share all the recording and also the PowerPoint through the Google Classroom, so you can learn it from there, waiting until you get the textbook. Okay, now let us continue. So we are going to find the probability using the Venn diagram. Before we continue using the given Venn diagram to find the probability, here I'm going to tell you about the stat notation symbol. Maybe you already forget. So in here, you know that this is the universal sign, and then this is the curly bracket. This is the sign for the set, and then for the something that looks like U, we call it as union. If union, it's mean all together, and then the things that looks like letter N, we call it as intersection. If it is intersection, we take the same spot. So maybe to make it easier, I will show you with the question in here. Now we have the number from number 1 until 15. And then for the set A, it has to be multiple of 3. So before you make the Venn diagram, you can make all this first. For the multiple of 3, when the number is is from 1 until 15. So we have that the A, for the A, it will be equals to curly bracket, the multiple of 3, it can be 3, 6, 9, and 12, and also 15, sorry. So there are 5 number as the factor of and at the set A, because multiples of 3 there are 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, and also 15. For the set B, it says multiple of 5. Multiple of 5, so we final list for the multiple of 5. Multiple of 5, it will be 5, 10, and 15. From here, when we already collect the number, we can draw the Venn diagram, because there is number that is same, that is axis on the set A and also set B, the number 15. It is axis on the set A and also set B. When we draw a Venn diagram, the circle will be having intersection. The intersection place in here, we put the number 15, because 15 is on the set A and also set B. So the rest in here we can write the number 3, 6, 9, and 12. For the set B, the number 15 we already put it in the intersection. So the rest we only have the 5 and 10. And remember, the number is from the 1 until 15. So it means for the rest, it will be outside the circle but inside the square, because the number will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on until 15. So the number that are not included in the set A and set B, we write it in here 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 11, 13, 8. When we already complete the Venn diagram, later we can answer the question. For the question B, a card is picked at random. Calculate the probability that it is from the set A. We check how many members are there in the set A. The set A, the members are 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So it means there are 5 members. So we take 5 out of in total, because it is the card start from number 1 until 15. So it means in total there will be 15 members. So for the probability of getting any members from set A, it will be 5 out of 15. Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe I talk too fast? Hello? No, for sure? Okay, if you are not getting confused, I will continue for the question C. For the question C, calculate the probability of A intersection B. If intersection, it means we take the one that is common in the set A and also set B. The number that is common in set A and set B is number 15, because it is only one number, so it means 1 out of 15. Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe I talk too fast? Hello? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If you are not getting confused, I will continue to the page 481. We are going to discuss the exercise 33.4. Later during the discussion, if you think I talk too fast, or if you have anything that is still confusing for you, feel free to interrupt me. It's okay to ask me any question rather than you stay quiet and do not understand anything. So please feel free to ask me any question later on. For the question 1, in a class of 30 students, all students study at least one language, either Spanish or Mandarin. 16 students study only Spanish, and 8 students study only Mandarin. So for the number 16 in here, where do we have to put number 16? Anyone knows?
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. Is it full circle of Spanish is equals to 16, or is it not? Is it like this 16, or is it only a part of a circle like this that is 16? Which one that is 16? So this one.
5.
Is it full circle or a part only? Sorry.
5
Part.
on
Yeah, a part only because it says study only Spanish. So it means the student will not study Mandarin because it says only Spanish. So it will not be a full circle that is 16. So only a little space, this one like a monothesis will be equals to 16, and then for the other part it says ex-student study only Mandarin. So for this part also it will not be a full circle, but in here it will be 8 students. Is there anyone who get confused or no? Okay. So anyone want to tell me, is it possible if there is a student who doesn't study Spanish or Mandarin?
No.
Will be no, right? Is there anyone? No, so it the outside it will be 0. If 0, no need to write. So for the intersection part, how many students will be there in the intersection part? 6. Is there anyone who get confused so far on completing the Venn diagram? Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast? No? Okay. If you are not getting confused, let us continue. For the question B, if a student is chosen at random, calculate the probability of, as in here it means study Spanish. How many students that will be studying Spanish? Is it 16? Is it 22? Is it 30? So many different answer I see from the chat box.
21.
21, 16, 22, how many?
8 per 15.
22.
Spanish, so it is will be the full circle of letter S. At the letter S, there is number 16 and 6. So it means we have to plus them. 16 plus 6, it will be equals to 22. Out of how many students are there in the class? 30, right? So 20 out of 30, we can simplify it into 11 by 15. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe I'll talk too fast? Hello? No? Okay. If you're not getting confused, I will continue for the question 2. Probability of getting a student who study Mandarin. How many students are there?
14,
14 out of
30.
30. Can we simplify this?
Yes.
Become
Yes. 7 per 15.
7 per feet. Okay, good job. Now let us continue for the question B3. Probability when S intersection M. So how many it will be?
6 for
6 out of
15.
30. Okay, can we simplify this?
1 out of 5.
Okay, 1 out of 5. Is there anyone get confused?
No.
No, for sure. Okay. If no one get confused, let us continue to the question B4. Probability when S union with M. How many it will be?
30 out of 30.
Yeah, 30 out of 30, which is equals to 1.
1.
Is there anyone who get confused or maybe I talk too fast?
No.
For sure. Feel free to ask whenever anyone have any question. No? Okay. If you have no question, let us move to question 2. For the question 2. 100 students take part in a school sport event. 70 students take part in a track event, we label it as T. 62 students take part in the field event. 8 students take part in neither. So anyone want to help me to find what is the intersection or how many students that take track event only, how many students? Is there anyone who want to help me? From the easier one, from the 8 students take neither. So where do I have to put the number 8? Anyone knows?
Outside the circle.
Yeah, outside the circle is number 8. And then continue. because neither it mean the 8 student will not take any part. They do not take the track even, or they do not take the field even also. They don't take any one of them because it says neither, so they don't take anything. They do not take any participation on the event, so we put it outside the number 8 student. So now let us continue. 70 students take part in a track event. For the 70, is it the full circle of T, or only a part place of T? Sorry. Yeah, it will be full circle of track. It will be 70 if it is full circle. Now for the field even also, we have to make it, consider it as a full circle, because it says take part in the track event. Will be 62. So can we find how many students that take track and also on the field? Can we find it? So yeah, forget already, yeah, it's already in grade 9. So if you already forget, we can assume that the one that is in the middle, we can make it as letter X, because we don't know, we can keep it as letter X. Sorry, wait. Okay, so this is on this part, it will be only X. So if it is only a part of circle T, like this one, wait, let me clear all my notation first. Okay, so now if I only want this part, this much part, can you tell me what equation it will be if I only take this part? The one that I just put a red highlighter. Can I make it as 70, or can I make it as how many? What do you think?
70 minus x.
Yeah, we make it as 70 minus x. We do not write it as 70 anymore, because 70 is the full circle. The other part is already x, so the other part, it will be 70 minus x. So when we find the total of circle T, it will be 70. For the other part of f, it will be also 62 minus x. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast, you do not understand what I'm talking about or something. It will be 62 minus x. Is there anyone who get confused? Because if full circle, read the question, 70 students take part in the track event. So it means if it is full circle of T, when I plus them in total, it has to be 70. But in the middle, I already put it as X. So the one in the other part that I put as a red highlighter, it will be 70 minus X. Same thing for the F also. If it is full circle of F, it will be 62. But there is the intersection part, it is equals to the X. So it means the rest, it will be 62 minus X. So now if we are going to find how many is X, we know that the total 100 students take part. So it means in total is 100. 100, it will be equals to 70 minus x. This is for the place that I put a red highlighter, and then I plus with the intersection. The intersection is x, and then I plus it with the place in the blue highlighter. It is 62 minus x, and then I plus it with the number outside the circle, which is equals to 8. Later I can cancel the x in here. Minus x plus x, it will be equals to 0. So I can just ignore this and this. So now I only have 100 plus 100 is equals to 70 plus 62 plus 8 minus x, and then when I plus them in total, it will be 100 is equals to how many is it? 140, yeah, 140 minus x. So later we have that the x, it will be equals to 140 minus 100, which is equals to 40. Is there anyone who get confused? Yeah, so we already have the value of x, which is equals to 40. So how many students that take part in the track event only? How many students that only take part on the track event? How many students that only take part on the track event? How many students will be there?
30.
Yeah, it will be 30. Is there anyone who are still confused? Is there anyone? So in here it will be only 30 students, and then the intersection it will be 40, and then how many students that take part on the five event only, that only take the participation at field event? How many students are there?
22.
Yeah, 22. So now when we already have this number, we can find the answer for this question. If a student is chosen at random, calculate probability of t. So what is the probability of t? How many it will be? Or my explanation is still, before I go to question B, is there anyone who get confused at question A? Is there anyone who get confused at question A? Hello? Or is my voice not audible enough? Hello? Are you still there?
It's fine.
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
Okay,
teacher.
okay.
The word is fine.
Okay then. Now for the question B, if you have no question, I'll continue for the question B. A student is chosen at random, calculate the probability of t. Because it's only t, so it means we have to take full circle of t. If it is full circle of t, how many it will be?
70.
Yeah, it will be 70 out of 100. If it is a probability and it's only say t, so we will take the full circle of t. Now for the question 2, probability when t intersection f. How many is it?
30.
Yeah, so is it 30? The intersection, are you sure?
40.
T intersection F. If intersection, we take the middle one. So we
40.
take what number? 40 out of how many?
100.
100. We can simplify them, but make it into 2 by 5. This is also, we can simplify it, make it into 7 by 10. Is there anyone who get confused? Okay, if no one asks me any question, I will continue to question 3. Probability F dash. There is a dash on it. Dash mean outside. So if F dash, it means outside the F. Outside the F. How many are they that is outside F?
38.
38 outside F. Maybe I need to put a highlighter. Wait. So this is the F. Wait, where is my pencil? Oh, this is F. F dash, it means outside the circle F. Is 30 outside the circle F? Is it?
Yes.
Is number 8 also outside the circle F?
Yes.
Yes.
Is 40 outside F?
No.
No. Is 22 outside F?
No.
No. So how many are they in total that is outside F?
38.
38. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe I talk too fast? It's okay if you think I talk too fast. You can tell me, teacher, please talk slowly or something, rather than you stay quiet. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if you're not asking me anything through the chat box, so I will assume that all of you already understand. Now for the question 4, probability T union F dash. So it means we have to take the number that is outside from T union F. What is that?
8.
8. Yeah, because when T union F, so we have to take the T and also F. But it says T union F dash. This is T union F. I will put a highlighter, maybe you are confused. So this is for the T union F. So the number that outside this green highlighter is only number 8. So it means for the probability it will be 8 by 100. If I simplify, it will be equals to 2 by 25, is it? Or is there anyone having different answer? Getting confused? Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe I talk too fast? Is there anyone? No, for sure. Okay, if you are not getting confused, is there anyone who get confused to get number 8? Because it says T union F dash. We have to find the T union F first. When we already have the T union F, I already put the green highlighter for T union F, and then there is dash. So it means I have to take anything outside the things that I already put a green highlighter. That number only number 8. That's why it will be 8 out of 100. Is there anyone who get confused still? Before I continue, is there anyone? No? Okay. For sure, no question. Okay, if you have no question, I will move to the next question. To the question 3. Okay, for the question 3, 60 students were asked where they have traveled in the last 12 months, and then this is the popular destination Singapore, and then Dubai, and also Great Britain. And then we already have the Venn diagram. We don't have to complete the Venn diagram anymore. No, our job only reading the Venn diagram carefully. Now for the question A, probability of S. So it means P is for the probability, as it's mean from the how many students that go to Singapore for last 12 months, because S for Singapore, D for Dubai, B for Great Britain. You have to read the question properly because it's already mentioned from the question what is S, what is B. Okay. So now for the question 3A, probability of S. How many students that went to Singapore on the last 12 months? How many students are there?
28.
Someone told me 28. How did you get 28?
18
Yeah.
plus 5 plus 2 plus 3.
Yeah, because it is S, so we have to take the full circle of S. This is the circle of S. We need to plus all of them. So 18 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2, in total it will be equals to how many? 28, yeah. So the probability it will be 28 out of how many?
60.
60. Okay, good job. Can we simplify this? We can divide everything by 4, become 7 out of 15, yeah. Is it, or did I make a wrong calculation maybe? No?
No.
Okay. If no one have question, I will continue to the question B. Probability B intersection D. B intersection D. How many are they when B is intersection D?
6.
6. Is there anyone who get confused to get 6? So before you answer, it will be better if you find the circle B and also circle D. This is the circle B, and then for the circle D is this one. After we make the circle, and then we can find the intersection. The intersection is the number from the middle part. So this is, we have the number 2 and also 4. When we plus 2 and 4, the result it will be equals to 6. So the answer it will be 6 out of how many?
60
60, which is when we simplify become how many?
per 10.
Yeah, 1 per 10. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone? No? Okay. If no one get confused, let us continue to the question C. Probability when S union D. How many it will be S union D?
46 per 60.
46 per 60. Is there anyone who disagree with Mike's answer? Or is there anyone who get confused to get 46 out of 60? Is there anyone who get confused to get 46? No confusion? S union D. Anyone still remember what does it mean by union?
Plus all.
Yeah, we plus all from the number from the circle S and also circle D. That's why I told you, please keep in your mind what does it mean by union, what does it mean by intersection, what does it mean by dash. Because later we are going to use all of the symbol when we solve the question using the Venn diagram. So we already have the S, we already have the circle D, S union D. So it means we have to plus all together for the number inside the circle S and also inside the circle D. So we do 18 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 14. The answer it will be equals to 46. And then the total, there are 60 students. So it will be 46 out of 60. Is there anyone who get confused or I talk too fast maybe? Is there anyone? No? Okay. If no one get confused, now for the question D, probability when S intersection D intersection B. So we have to find the intersection among S, D and B. What number it will be?
2.
2 or 11? Someone told me it will be 11. How many it will be? Yeah, it will be 2 because the intersection only in here. This is the only intersection. If I take 5, 5 is only the intersection between S and B, but it will not be making intersection with D. For number 3 also, 3 is the part of intersection S and D, but 3 is not intersection with B. That's why you have to look the circle properly and then find the intersection properly also. You have to make sure that the number is exists on the circle S, on the circle D and circle B because it is intersection among S, D and B. So the probability it will be 2 out of 60 which is equals to 1 per 30. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe I talk too fast you do not understand? It's okay to tell me through the chat box. Is there anyone?
No.
No? Okay. If you are not getting confused, I will continue for the question E. Probability B dash. How many it will be for B dash? B dash. Sorry?
37.
How many? 37 or
Yeah, have
37?
37 out of 60.
Okay. Is there anyone who disagree with Erica's and Natalie's answer? Is there anyone who disagree? Yeah, because it is outside B. Outside B, so we have to take the, you can put a circle on the B first. Oops, sorry. from the letter B, when you already put a highlighter on the circle B, so it will be more visible for you to find the how many are they that is outside the B. It will be number 2, number 18, 13, and 14. And when we plus all of them, it will be equals to 37. So the probability it will be 37 out of 60. Is there anyone who get confused or still do not understand? We still have the question F, yeah? I know it's already time's up, but let us finish the question F first, yeah? Rather than it become your homework. Okay, for the question F, probability when S intersection B intersection D dash. So what number it will be? Sorry?
37 per 60.
5.
Someone said 37, someone say 5. What number it will be?
5 out of 60.
Okay, maybe we can do from 2 to first in here. We can do, wait, where is my, yeah. So we can read the S intersection B. S intersection B. S intersection B is 5 and 2. Is there anyone who get confused to get 5 and 2? Intersection S and D. And then for the other one, after we find the intersection between S and B, we have to find the intersection with D dash. D dash. So it means I have to take the number that is outside of D. The number that is outside of D is only number 5 from the intersection between S and D. S and D, the intersection 5 and 2. But I have to take D dash outside the D. Outside the D only number 5. So the probability it will be 5 out of 60, which is equals to 1 per 12. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone? No? Okay, if no one get confused, I think that's all for today's class. For the homework at home, please just try to do your best to finish the question 4. Tomorrow we will discuss it together. Okay, I think that's all for today's class. Good afternoon and thank you students. Have a nice day.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher.
Suara aku paling keras. Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you, teacher. Sorry for not answering. I'm slow at counting.